cooler this week. It is spring, believe it or not. And Exchange Place Living History Farm will honor the arrival of spring with the planting season and its spring garden fair.
Yeah, 37 years in counting. Here to talk all about it, Miss Bonnie McDonald. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tell us about the fair coming up.
Well, this is always a highlight. This is when you know that it's about to be spring, when the Exchange Place has their spring garden fair. It's going to be Saturday, April 29th from 10 to 5, and then Sunday from noon to 5. And on both days, the farm is going to be filled with vendors, and many of them are garden experts. They will have herbs and shrubs and trees and plants for your garden, as well as, tips on how to make it the most successful possible.
That is what I'm looking for. Everybody needs the tips because you think you just go to the store, you pick up the seeds, and you're good to go, but it's a little harder than that. Now, besides that, talk about some of the workshops and exhibits that they'll have going on this weekend.
Well, there's always something going on. So there are activities for kids. All of our farm animals are going to be out and about, and we did just recently have 2 new lambs that have been added to the flock. The Over Mountain Weavers are going to do their sheep to shawl event, where they actually shear a sheep, take it through the carding process, the spinning process, and then the weaving process, all in one fell swoop. And then we're going to have the junior apprentices on the property. These are young people that are learning about this heritage, and they'll be in period dress throughout the property, playing games, doing chores, churning butter on Saturday in order to make a pound cake on Sunday.
Ooh.
You can just picture how active the entire event is. How do we take part? Do we need tickets? How do we take part?
Yes, just come on down to the Exchange Place. Again, Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday noon to 5. Admission is $5 per person, but children 12 and under are free. And there's a lot of activities for families. And if we have some liquid sunshine, we're still going to be there. So just come on out.
I was going to say, it does sound very family friendly with all the events you mentioned. What do you hope people take away from this?
It's a wonderful place. Just the atmosphere is fantastic. You will find things that you can use in your home, but you're going to learn a little bit about our region. There will be cooks that are showcasing African American and rural Appalachian foodways. Of course, you can get lunch there, and there's always kettle corn and funnel cake, so it's a great time.
All right, and funnel cake had me there. You would mention that you were a fan before you became a little more involved. Talk
Absolutely.
about the fun you have of seeing first-timers or maybe people that are starting to come continually and see how they engage in the different exhibits.
It's definitely a community that is welcoming to all. And so as a newcomer to the region, for almost 40 years ago, it was one of the places that I kind of dropped in and saw what was going on, but over time I got to know some of the other volunteers. It's entirely volunteer run. You get to see some of the buildings, the historic renovation that's gone on and that is continuing to go on, and it's a great place to plug in our community.
And we can't wait to do that this Saturday. Bonnie,
yes.
Thank you so much. All the details right here, Exchange Place Living History Farm. Again, Saturday from 10 to 5, and then again on Sunday from noon to 5. That address is 4812 Orbank Road in Kingsport. Tickets $5 for everyone. Unless you're 12 and under, then you're free. Great for the whole family.